Sophie Cunningham is embarking on her seventh season as a player in the WNBA, and she is making her debut with the Indiana Fever, a team that has been significantly restructured and is now guided by the talented up-and-comer Caitlin Clark. Clark has had a significant influence on the WNBA and the sport of basketball as a whole, a fact that has been extensively detailed. As Indiana prepares to contend for a championship, Cunningham, at 28 years old, recognizes a chance to further enhance the game with her contribution. During a lighthearted discussion on the Sports and Shenanigans podcast in February, she humorously likened herself to being the Sabrina Carpenter to Clark's Taylor Swift. In an interview with Us Weekly, as part of her collaboration with Quest Nutrition, she clarified that this comparison was made in jest, yet emphasized the validity of her point. It was indeed a jest, she informed us. Taylor Swift's support has significantly benefited Sabrina Carpenter, and Caitlin Clark has made a positive impact, not only on her team members, but also on the entire league and the sport as a whole, globally, and not just in the United States. In 2023 and 2024, Swift, 35, collaborated with Carpenter, 25, during her renowned Eras tour. Much like Cunningham's seasoned experience in the WNBA, Carpenter had already achieved stardom prior to this collaboration, but joining forces with Swift elevated her to a new level of celebrity. Cunningham expressed that she believes in collaboration over competition, emphasizing her dedication to empowering other women and supporting her teammates in reaching their full potential. She's committed to personal growth and believes that by working together towards a common goals, remarkable outcomes can be achieved. As an experienced individual, Cunningham understands the importance of allowing Clark, who is 23 years old, to demonstrate her abilities and supporting her by scoring pivotal points when necessary. Indiana Fever standout Caitlin Clark's supporters are eagerly awaiting the opportunity to witness her impressive scoring ability, as it has been some time since they have seen the 23-year-old athlete in action during a live game on September 25th, 2024. After witnessing Clark's performance over two back-to-back seasons, one with the Iowa Hawkeyes and the other with the Fever, fans began to almost expect his ability to make incredibly difficult shots. However, during this extended WNBA offseason, fans have come to the realization that they were accustomed to Clark's impressive gameplay and are eagerly anticipating his return to the court to see him display his shooting abilities once again. Fortunately, it seems that fans will not have to endure another 45-day wait until the start of the Fever 2025 WNBA regular season to witness Clark making remarkable shots. The renowned content channel specializing in trick shots, known as Dude Perfect, released a video on April 1st featuring Clark alongside Tyler the Beard Tony from Dude Perfect. During this video, Tony successfully made a shot with a WNBA ball from a high vantage point in Hinkle Fieldhouse, the venue where the Butler basketball team competes. The anticipation created by this collaborative video has quickly spread online, with fans eagerly awaiting the release of astonishing trick shots from Clark in the near future. One X user excitedly mentioned Caitlin's upcoming appearance in a video by Dude Perfect, anticipating the impressive trick shots. Indiana Fever supporters are eagerly awaiting the team's first regular season WNBA game against the Chicago Sky, which is scheduled for May 17th with a countdown of 45 days. The Fever's performance in the upcoming 2025 season is highly anticipated, largely due to an array of significant roster additions during the offseason that quickly elevated the team's talent level within the league. However, it is worth noting that a number of key players from the 2024 roster may also play a pivotal role in the team's success. Among these players is standout wing Lexi Hull, who demonstrated impressive skills during the 2024 season and is expected to have a central role in the team's rotation when the regular season commences. Hull was recently subjected to an interview conducted by Northview Church, during which she articulated her dominant perspective for the forthcoming WNBA season. "I believe maintaining a sense of patience," remarked Hull when questioned about her approach to driving for the current season. "Throughout my professional journey, I have consistently aimed to enhance my skills and abilities, recognizing that improvement is a continuous process. It is important to remain patient and trust in the efforts being exerted, as well as the overall progression of one's career and current circumstances. It is crucial to focus on the present moment and make the most out of it without forcing outcomes or setting unrealistic expectations on immediate results. Believing that circumstances will align favorably at the appropriate moment, Hull asserts her faith in this conviction. It is intriguing that she chooses the term patient to encapsulate her approach for the season with the Fever, particularly considering the high expectations from the WNBA community for immediate success. Therefore, it is indeed prudent for Hull and her team to adopt this mindset. A controversy has arisen surrounding ESPN sportscaster Monica McNutt due to her recent remarks about Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. McNutt has consistently offered her opinions on Clark and the Fever, receiving criticism in September 2024 for suggesting that Clark should be attributed only 60% of the credit for the Fever's success in securing a playoff spot. The BBC recently conducted an interview with McNutt, during which the topic of Clark arose. McNutt acknowledged the undeniable influence Clark is having, as evidenced by the significant number of young girls attending her games. She responded to the question by explaining that Caitlin's representation as a white girl from Middle America may not be entirely accurate or fair to her character, as it was not necessarily reflective of her own beliefs or personality. She held significant meaning for many individuals, regardless of whether she consciously sought such a role. Some supporters expressed disapproval of these remarks, prompting swift reactions. A remark on the website X questioned the double standard of allowing young black girls to admire a black basketball player, while suggesting that little white girls are not afforded the same opportunity. Another individual remarked that it seems unlikely that white boys were fans of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, or LeBron James growing up, as they were apparently only supporters of Larry Bird. A user criticized the presence of a woman on ESPN, stating that her commentary consists solely of misguided opinions. On this occasion, there were individuals who opted to offer their support for McNutt. The assertion in question is not entirely accurate when examined more deeply. An analysis wonders if it is generally accepted that Caitlin Clark's supporters are primarily white, while Angel Reese's supporters are primarily black. The influential figures in the NFL were recently exposed to Caitlin Clark's remarkable ability to motivate others. The Indiana Fever star was chosen as a keynote speaker at the NFL's league meetings, where she took part in a discussion on women's sports and flag football, alongside tennis legend Serena Williams and former Giants quarterback Eli Manning. Clark, age 23, believed that he was well-suited to work alongside Williams, a fellow superstar whose influence extended beyond her sport, enhancing its visibility. "We are continually seeking diverse viewpoints," stated NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell on Tuesday. "We have team owners who are dedicating resources to sports, particularly women's sports. At a young age, Clark has already become a revered figure. She was seen with the legendary Serena Williams, who possesses a deep understanding of not only women's sports, but also the business aspect. I believe that the insights of both individuals were extremely beneficial for team ownership to gain valuable knowledge from. The NFL has made substantial investments in the promotion of flag football among both women and men, utilizing the sport as a means to generate interest domestically and globally. Goodell announced during the Super Bowl that the NFL is exploring the possibility of creating a professional flag football league for both men and women, a vision that he emphasized once again at the conclusion of the meetings on Tuesday. 15 states have formally recognized girls' flag football as a varsity sport in high school. And while Indiana is not among them, the Colts have been leading efforts to achieve such recognition. The Irsay family revealed a $1 million commitment to the sport in November, while also serving as sponsors for flag football leagues across the state of Indiana. It provides individuals with an opportunity to gain insight into the sport, especially young women, stated Goodell. There is evident enthusiasm for the establishment of a professional flag football league. She added, Clark, a devoted follower of the Kansas City Chiefs, expressed that she would have likely participated in flag football during her childhood if it had been an option. This sentiment was conveyed to the league's stakeholders. Kansas City owner Clark Hunt expressed intrigue at Caitlin's statement during her appearance at the NFL meetings, mentioning her hypothetical scenario of pursuing flag football instead of basketball in her youth.